You said 4 hours. I'm guessing you didn't watch the pre-show?
Well, that was a point I was going to make here shortly. But since you jumped right into it with both feet, I will follow along. I'm talking about the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. That was past 4 hours. The pre-show was another hour and a half. I've been on fucking sold-out shows with six-figure houses that didn't have as many people on the card as they had on the pre-show. Would you like to hear what was on the pre-show, Brian? You didn't watch this, did you?
I saw bits and pieces. I saw the end of the Jericho segment, and I saw a little bit of the Big Boom AJ thing, but that's all I saw. I don't know if there was much else other than that.
Well, I jotted it down off the internet just in the interest of completionism to let the people know what kind of show that the people in Los Angeles saw before the show that they came to see got started. That's a proper way to phrase it, isn't it?
That's a way to phrase it.
Hologram and Commander defeated Blake, Christian, and Lee Johnson. But you doesn't got to call him Johnson. Well, you could call him Lee, or you could call him LJ. Where's Bill Saluga when you need him?
He's dead.
Well, we need him. So then they had an 8-man tag team match. Playa, Danny Garcia and the Unmitigated Era. What is their goddamn name now? The Indomitable Spirit.
The Undisputed Kingdom.
Undisputed Kingdom. I was still going for Era. Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, and Roderick Strong with Danny Garcia defeated Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, Carly Bravo. She sounds like the traffic girl on local news. And now to the helicopter for a look at the traffic with Carly Bravo and Sean Dean. And then help me understand, since you saw a bit of this, I read the result as Chris Jericho went to a no contest with Gravity. Did he float away?
Obviously, if you look at his waistline, he's been having a battle with Gravity for several years now. No, I didn't see any of the match. I didn't even know what exactly the match was. I just saw the post-match where Bandito, who was wearing a different color mask, so I didn't recognize him at first, was being held back by Big Bill, who looks great. He's in great shape. While Jericho ripped the mask off Gravity, because that's the worst thing you could ever do to a luchador, is rip the mask off. And you saw his face for a second, then he went down, and you get that weird thing where no matter what they do to him, he sells his face because he's covering his face.
like Ernie Ladd and Wild Bull Curry selling their ear when they get stomped on the toe. But yeah.
Punch in the gut. Oh my God, my face is exposed. And then finally Bandito was set free and he jumped on his friend to cover him so that no one would see him. And then the family was at ringside and it was doing a lot.
Family?
I guess it was Gravity's family. I didn't have the commentary on. I was just watching.
Gravity has a family?
Well, all of a sudden there was a woman and
what would that be? Would that be like tidal waves or what would be related to Gravity? What's in the Gravity family?
See, now you're making me question what happened. AEW Revolution pre-show. And here are the results.
I'm just, if people were defying gravity, I'd like to know about it.
And that one didn't have anything. Let's see. Here are the results.
Well, I thought Jericho was the newsmaker, the record breaker,
Jericho,
the masturbator.
Ripped off Gravity's mask. And, it doesn't say anything here about the family. At one point, there was a woman and kids being shuffled to ringside, and they made a point of showing it. I figured it was Gravity's family. Maybe it was
I think that was a dispute over some kind of paternity suit payments that one of the talent was sort of like a Billy Travis thing in Memphis.
The angle here, I'm reading a WrestleZone report. The angle here with Gravity and Bandito's family was old school wrestling, and it was done well. All right.
Okay, and then apparently to main event. Got my notes here. apparently to main event 0 hour, and it was aptly named, except it was apparently an hour and a half. The male models that were run out of the WWE, Massage or Menage and Mansway, or Massage and Menage, or whatever their names is, and apparently now poor Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, John whatever his last name is at this point is somehow affiliated with these cretins. And they lost to Pockets, Mark Briscoe, and the Costco guy.
I watched that match.
And that, what is he? Is the Costco guy over on the West Coast like he is on the East Coast, or did they get it, or what happened?
You know, they react just fine to him. He throws good punches. The biggest reaction was for Big Justice when he got in the ring at the end. People like
he's the larger pudgy kid rather than the smaller pudgy kid, right? Whose name is the Twizzler.
The Rizzler, and he was at ringside. He came out dressed like Orange Cassidy, so he was kind of a mini Orange Cassidy for the match.
Oh, he already fucking outweighs Orange Cassidy, and he's fucking 5.
Johnny TV, there were some weird, not weird, but you know, you've seen people make out on wrestling shows, but this one they made a point of him and Taya Valkyrie just tongues all over each other's faces. It was kind of gross, I have to say.
Well, no, it's okay. That's been blessed by a preacher. They're married,
right? But no one wants to see it. Is my point. I don't think anyone wants to see.
Well,
them
no, it's okay in the eyes of the Lord as long as they're officially betrothed to each other. They can go ahead and fucking
they can.
Goddamn all kinds of Kama Sutra shit out there.
Although no one wants to see it. My point is, no one wanted to see. It was disgusting.
Well, nobody wanted to see any of the rest of this shit, but they had to. So why can't we watch Johnny fuck Taya?
Because again, you didn't watch this, you wouldn't have wanted to see. It was gross. It was gross, and that was.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If Taya's involved, I always want to see it.
Really?